Welcome back to the Greenfinch project. We now begin to use colour. Here I am looking through a variety of different scans that I made at the photocopy shop. This one was normal size, then increased to about A3. This one, the toner, we experimented with that. The toner was just a little bit too dark. This next one I think has got more of a kind of graphite quality to it. The one that's on the left is slightly lighter than the one on the right. And by a process of experimenting with the company, we resolved that -4 is the toner that I need to get that result. Here I am looking at the different areas of yellow on the Greenfinch, along the wing, on the shoulder, on the brow, and a slight bit that I missed under the just above the leg area rather. I'm using Atelier Interactive Fast Fix medium, and I chose this time to just place it on the areas that I was working. So this is along the front leading edge of the wing and down to the primary feathers too. I learned from my previous work on the Terry project that instead of sealing the whole work, I would just seal the areas beforehand and just work on specific areas. I'm using Rosemary and Co. 3/8 of an inch series 32 foliage and texture brush just to lay the fast fixer medium on, and it's very fast drying. Sometimes you can speed these things up with a little bit of heat from a hairdryer, but there's no need in this time. Even at room temperature, just normal room temperature, this dried very quickly in the course of this video sequence. So I wasn't hanging around too long before we actually got onto the colour work. So just making sure that the fast fix medium is applied evenly to the areas that I'm interested in. I think there's a little bit on the face that I was interested in using. Now I've got two Atelier Interactive yellows. One is my lovely Naples yellow, one of my favourite colours, and a much more lemon yellow, which is arylamide, which is for the leaf just above the Greenfinch's head, just where I'm circling right now. I see that as slightly more yellow, and I see the colour on the wing as being, slightly more towards Naples yellow. However, I don't want to use the lemon yellow, arylamide yellow, which is nudging towards lemon yellow too quickly. I changed my mind. I thought I would do it the Naples yellow and then just glaze a layer on top. A small amount of the fast fix medium, and there we are, beginning to work on the areas that we've just sealed. I'm trying to paint in short strokes in the direction of the wing, but that's not always possible. And I think that's a good fit. As the yellow goes down, you'll notice that these areas are largely clear of any graphite influence or laser influence. And also Naples yellow is quite an opaque colour, so it is unlikely that it's going to be influenced too much by the graphite below. But I did try to thin it out a little bit over those areas, so you can see a little bit of a greening effect there just on those secondary feathers right now. And I carry that along the leading edge of the wing. So the one colour is giving us the bright yellow where the paper was white, but it's giving a duller effect even with this opaque Naples yellow, it's still managing to show transitions and modulations of tint and tone. So I continue building up the layers, is making opaque layers upon opaque layers, so the colour should intensify, but it's still quite a muted yellow. And I saw a little patch there that I missed, just applied that straight on. With it being acrylic, it should seal the paper as it goes, but I am experimenting with this fast fixer medium. I found some lovely yellow patches on the cheek, which I had missed before in my calculations, and now just slowly working on the crown, beginning to introduce the colour there. You can see how the tones underneath do influence the colours that are laid on top. I'm also trying to control that by how thick a layer of paint I'm applying, or how thinly I try to spread it out. And my time's nearly up for this instalment. Thank you very much for watching. Please join me for the next instalment.